halfway through your preseason. I know coaches like to look at benchmarks. Are you pretty happy with the first 4 games, and what are you looking to accomplish in the next 4?
Well, what we have taken from the first 4 games is the ability to do things in practice and kind of articulate those actions in the game. So we've had great carryover, and so that's been very pleasing to see. I think overall we'll stress some of the similar things we've been talking about, just our presence on the defensive end of the floor and how important that is on a nightly basis. And then keeping things extremely simple offensively, trusting your teammates, being able to allow your teammates to make plays and believing they're going to make the right play. Simple philosophy, but hard to teach and then also hard to continue to do over and over again.
What have you explained to your rookies about how to handle a back-to-back, an NBA back-to-back, especially one where you travel from one city to another?
I have not said one thing about it because no matter what I tell them, they'll need to experience that for themselves and experience what it's like to calm your brain down after a game and also be able to get up in the morning and physically get the right thing in your body and get your blood flowing and also concentrate on the next game and take the lessons from the night before. So I could give them some warning, but I want them to feel that for themselves.
People who are coming from college or even from high school have played tournaments where they play back-to-back-to-backs, etc.
Yeah.
But how much different is it to actually go from one city to another rather than remain in a stationary place?
I think the biggest thing is you're like at those high school and AAU tournaments, you might play like the number 32 seed. Like, that's not happening. You know, so that next morning when you wake up, you better believe you're playing a number 1 seed every night. And so that's the biggest thing, is getting my mind and my body ready that I have to compete again at the highest level possible.
You mentioned the other day sitting down and watching video with Alfred. When you guys watch his turnovers, are they things that are easily correctable? You said, this is a different level. Guys jump higher, guys are longer. What do you try to stress to him?
You still want a guy to play with instincts and to have a what we call a great feel for the game. And the really good guys who have the basketball in their hand, they're able to sense, what's around and what's about to happen. I think he's seeing that. Now maybe the situation is unfolding a little faster than he's used to. But like I said the other night, the intent is there. And that'll grow with just being in the situation over and over again, learning from him, and very capable of doing that.
Ben Gordon said something the other night. He said you can see that the situation is not too big for him. Like, he doesn't seem overwhelmed by this. Do you get that same sense that it doesn't seem too overwhelming for him?
I think it's part of his demeanor, his makeup, is that he's extremely competitive, and I have not seen him yet back down from a competitive situation. More than anything, he's probably stepped up to the challenge of wanting more competition, and I think that's the kind of foundation of how his personality is built.
Who, if anyone, will you rest tonight, given that it's 3 and 4 nights?
Well, that's still under consideration. I'll talk to the guys a little bit after shoot-around. Kind of got an idea of what I want to do. Sometimes foul trouble won't agree with what I want to do, but in an ideal world, we'll split some guys and not have them play tonight and have them play tomorrow.
Without asking you about tomorrow night's opponent, have you ever been to Allentown, Pennsylvania before?
I have not been to Allentown. So I'll get on my my device, my what do they call those now? The
computers?
Nah.
iPad.
My smart tablet. What is it? My
iPad.
tablet. I didn't want to pump up one brand. I didn't want to, so my
Tablet, yeah.
tablet device, and see what Allentown's about.
Jacque, there was a scene the other night where there was a high screen set for Mo, and he came off, and his big man backed off, and he took a couple dribbles right at him and pulled up and took a mid-range shot. And he probably wouldn't have done that in the past. I mean, is that a sign of growth for him, where he's more comfortable putting it on the floor and pulling up now?
Well, I think overall he's feeling more confident on the floor. He's worked on his game. And part of that was increasing the opportunities when he has the basketball in his hands. And like you said, he did it twice in the game with no hesitation. And that's a tough shot. And overall, I think his confidence in taking that shot, probably the highest it's been since he's been here.
And you can see it's totally different as far as putting the ball on the floor and making moves that he didn't make in the past.
I'm good. I'm good.